So I'm actually filming one of these videos on the actual last day of the month this time. It's been a while, I guess, since the last day of the month has landed on a weekend, so I was able to record this today. So I don't really feel like recording during the week a lot of the time when I get home from work. And I've been a bit busy lately, honestly, but yeah, I just wanted to do another one of these videos. I like making these videos, going through just the music I've been listening to the most this past month. Always listening to tons of music, but the stuff that sticks out the most prominent things. Um, so I've told you I've been on in the past videos that I've been on a bit of a goth kick, and that's kind of transferring over into like more of an emo kick now. So I've been listening to some emo stuff. So that's the first thing I'm going to get into here. The two albums I've been listening to the most within that genre. And I have both physical copies of these, so I think I'm gonna do that like in a lot of these videos now. Like if I had the physical copies, just show them, because I like showing my physical copies. It's kind of fun. But so the most prominent one I'd definitely say is Sunny Day Real Estate. It's their Diary album. Came out in '94. Just a classic Midwest second wave emo album. I had listened to them here and there in the past, but I've really gotten into them more recently, and really been enjoying that album a lot. I was just listening to it in the car, actually. It's such a solid album. Really, just the big thing with that second wave emo that I love so much, and honestly, like the third wave as well, is just the sing along ability to it. I love being able to sing and just like scream the lyrics top of my lungs. Just so fun and satisfying. It just feels good. So yeah. And the second I want to talk about is Title Fight with their album Shed. It's a pretty short album actually, but it just goes hard. It's so fun, straightforward. Just really like it. Listen to it over and over again. Honestly, just let it keep looping through. I actually listened to this like 3 times back to back in the car one day. It was like an hour drive, so I just kind of kept looping through it and just enjoyed every second of it, actually. So yeah, it's really fun. I've really been enjoying that album as well. Yeah, those are kind of like the emo albums I've been listening to the most, and I've just been exploring some more like deeper cuts within that as well, like through streaming and stuff like that, trying to find some more within that genre that I really like. Yeah, really been loving that stuff. Always love stuff like that, and yeah, that's a part of my CD collection I absolutely love, is that little these few emo albums, emo screamo stuff that I have. Some of my favorite physical copies, and I'll get to those obviously when I get to the CD section of my what's left of my physical music copies video. Next, I want to go over another CD that's actually in a DVD case here, but I've been really hooked on this band as well. Another one I'd heard of in the past, but never really got too hooked on until recently, and that is a band called Discordant Axis. This is I think like their 3rd or 4th album. I can't remember. It's called The Inalienable Dreamless. Yeah, sorry, I couldn't read that for a second. It couldn't click in my head. The Inalienable Dreamless. Really just incredible grindcore album. Probably my favorite grindcore album right now, at least. It's just so solid. I love the vocals so much, and just like the fast intensity of grind obviously is incredible. The vocals are just incredible, like going from the like high pitched like intense screams to like the guttural like deep shit, and oh my god, dude, it's just so good. I just fucking love it. Just another one I just listen on repeat. It's just like as soon as it comes in, it's just like just so fucking intense, and I just fucking love it, man. It's so good sounding. That's a big thing with the music for me. Like I need to like the vocals. The vocals can completely throw me off from sounds and music, and the vocals just have to be right. And I've had lots of vocals in the past I didn't like, and then they've grown on me, but there's still just some stuff I just can't stand. It's too like corny or cringy, or just like just does not click with me. But this shit, it definitely very much does. And It's definitely a thing, especially within like more like extreme metal and harder stuff, where the vocals are just so important to me. Um, but yeah, incredible. If you haven't heard of these people, they're awesome. They're formed in like the late '90s, New Jersey, I believe. This album came out in like 2000, 2001, something like that. Really solid stuff. So if you're into grind and stuff, definitely check that out. And the next one I want to talk about here, I've talked about in the last video, and I still just kind of want to go over it again. And I also have bought the record, Don't Tell Mom, but it's a Lathe of Heaven, with their first debut full-length album, Bound by Naked Skies. Still absolutely loving this, and this is really cool pressing here. It came with like this little slip thing on the end that I'm planning on keeping on there. And yeah, just this album is just incredible. I just really love it. The white record here, just really obsessed. It came with a poster too, and that was like the big selling point for me, is why I bought this. And yes, I have been downsizing a lot with my records, but like I said, quality over quantity, and this is definitely an insanely quality record. I'm definitely open to buying stuff in the future to an extent, really just trying to get better control over it. And a lot of stuff I really don't want to buy still, and this is just like something that I just like, I've been loving it so much, and it's just so incredible. But yeah, if you're into just some solid post-punk, please just listen to this album. It's really incredible. Another one within, I guess, like post-punk, this more kind of like cold wave, I guess I'd consider this, and like kind of new wave-ish stuff. The bands that I came across not too long ago as well, there's Molchat Doma. I have their first album here, which is my favorite. I do not know how to pronounce the name. I'll try to throw it up on here. I don't know if it's going to focus or not, but they're somewhere near Russia and Ukraine and stuff, one of those countries over there. Belarus, I think it is. Yeah, I think I guess their lyrics are all in Russian, or some variation of that. And man, it's so catchy and fun. I've been really enjoying it, especially this album. I'm happy I got a copy of this tape. And it's really, really solid stuff. Really just loving it, and fun. Just like such a cool like lo-fi sound. It sounds like it came like straight out of like, the 80s underground. It's really cool. Obviously, wouldn't be telling you about it if it wasn't cool. But I've also been listening to their latest full length that came out in 2020 called Monuments, and I'll show that up on the screen here. And I've really been liking that album too. So those are both really solid. And their like second album is kind of their most like famous one, I guess. But I don't really like that one as much. I'm sure I'll go back to it and listen to it some more. But yeah, just not as much of my cup of tea, I guess. I just love the whole atmosphere of this first album. Just like the atmosphere it creates, and like the lo-fi-ness, and then the new album just hits for some reason. But yeah. But on to some stuff that I don't own copies of, and been listening to through streaming. And the most prevalent within that, I'd definitely say, is Playboi Carti, Whole Lotta Red. I don't know why I did kind of like slept on this album. I remember when it came out, I wasn't like super into him in 2020 when this album dropped, but I just never really listened to it for some reason. I really liked his debut mixtape and Die Lit, and was really into him probably like 2018, 2019. And I'll be going over that in one of my Wrapped playlist things from Apple Music that I've been doing. Just like do like 2 more of those videos coming up. So I'm excited about those. But yeah, I didn't realize this album goes so fucking hard, honestly, and really just been digging it, and just been blasting it and dancing around the kitchen and stuff. And there's the song It's a song about lean, which could be any of the songs, but I don't know why I can't think of the name right now. It's featuring Future, and it's like I'm on the I'm on the X, I'm on the Cody, and I think it's called Teen X. That's the name of it. The X just brought it to my head. But yeah, you on the X with a codeine. I fucking love it, dude. It's it's so good. I love that like baby voice. I feel like that probably like pisses people off and like annoys people, but oh my god, I love it. And just like the beat is just so hypnotic, and it's just why I love his music so much in the first place. It's just like this psychedelic trap music. It's just like pulls me in. It's repetitive, but I fucking love repetitive stuff. Obviously, like I like a lot of black metal and stuff. Black metal can be really, very repetitive, and Playboy Carti actually talked about influence from metal and punk and stuff. He even talked about like Mayhem, and it's really interesting to me. But I love when when stuff mashes like that. It's really cool when mainstream artists are into some more underground stuff. Not that Mayhem's really that underground. A lot of people know about Mayhem, but black metal's still never going to appeal to the masses, so it's still a cool thing for me. But yeah, Playboy Carti, just love his music. He's obviously not. He's definitely a problematic person, as a lot of people are, but I still love his music, nonetheless. Next, I want to talk about, still kind of in the hip hop realm, actually, which is interesting. Is Kim Gordon released this album here, and I didn't really think like didn't know what to expect from this. I just remember listening to it and like listening to like a preview of the first song. I was just like, whoa, like this is actually pretty sick. Definitely like these like dark, intense trap beats with just like the signature Kim Gordon like Sonic Youth vocals going on, and man, it goes hard. I fucking love it. I really love the beats, and just I used to be obsessed with Sonic Youth. I still like a lot of Sonic Youth music, but Kim Gordon she's one of my favorite lyricists. I really like her vocals. So it's interesting. It really matches up well, and really cool albums. Definitely check that out if you're into that stuff. Next album I have written down here is one I talked about in the last video, actually, as it had just come out when I was filming that last video, and that's Mannequin Pussy with their new album We've Got Heaven. I Got Heaven, actually, sorry. But I've still really been loving that album, just like the indie influence, a lot of indie songs, basically an indie song with like a few like hardcore songs mixed in with it, and I just love it. And like I said, I'm sad I'm gonna be missing them. They're gonna be here in Richmond next weekend with Soul Glow, but there's another show I'm very excited about next weekend. Actually, more excited than that show, but that show unfortunately sold out. I should have gotten tickets ahead of time, but I'm planning on taking a trip out to the mountains with my girlfriend, so I'm excited about that. And then we're gonna come back that Sunday and try to catch a show in town that I'm really excited about. I'll probably definitely do some filming at that show, and we'll probably do a film hopefully of that whole weekend, and to an extent, should be a lot of fun, and hopefully I can remember to do some filming for that. But yeah, back to the music here. Sorry, going off on a tangent there, but yeah. Mannequin Pussy, really enjoying that album. It's fun to put on a nice. It's gonna be. I'm definitely gonna listen to that into the summer. Definitely kind of summer music for me. Really brings the vibes in for me. I love music like that. So it came out at a great time, coming into the warmer months, spring's coming in. So yeah, definitely check that out if you're into any music, hardcore stuff like that. And talking more kind of like indie alternative stuff. Talked about this band so many times and this album so many times, but Narrowhead, Moment of Clarity, just the same thing. Like this time of year, listening to it a ton last year, and I'm listening to it again a ton this year, and I'm sure I'll be listening to it all through the summer. It's just really feel good music for me. I absolutely love the sound. Into that like 90s alternative, like shoegaze, new metal, stuff like that. I'd definitely give this album a listen. Just it's so great. And the last artist I want to talk about here is 100 gecs. I've been listening to their debut album 1000 gecs quite a bit too. Pretty short album, but me being into hyperpop, I'm just like, I'm surprised I had overheard them before and I knew they were into hyperpop, doing hyperpop and stuff, but I never really like listened to them for some reason. I always like skipped over them. I just wasn't too excited about them. So I love Charlie XCX, I love Sophie, all that like AG Cook stuff, like, um, but I never really got into 100 gecs. But I definitely his album's pretty fun, so it's definitely captures that hyperpop feel, and it's obviously very goofy and ridiculous, but it's still fun, and I still like the sounds that it creates. Um, but yeah, that's kind of what I've been listening to this past month of March 2024. As always, I'd love to know what you guys have been listening to. Love finding new music. Just like hearing what people are talking about, make a good conversation. Yeah, I'm gonna end this video out how I always do. Please support my friends here on the side if you can. Links in the description. And thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.